High above the clouds, a world unlike any Muop had ever imagined unfolded before him. The land shimmered with golden light, vast meadows dotted with flowers of every color, and castles that gleamed like polished gems. The air was crisp and filled with the scent of honey and wild blooms. But amidst the beauty, there was an air of mystery, as if every shadow hid a secret waiting to be found. As Muop padded softly through this new realm, he noticed that the sky here was always a gentle twilight, painted in purples and golds. The grass beneath his paws felt softer than any bed he'd ever known. But before he could marvel for too long, the ground trembled beneath him. From the distance, a deep, booming laugh echoed through the land, shaking the petals from the flowers. Suddenly, Muop glimpsed a towering figure moving between the clouds, a giant, with eyes like burning coals and footsteps that made the earth quake. Remembering the old woman's words about courage, Muop darted into the tall grass, his heart thumping, whiskers twitching with nerves and excitement. He crept closer to the giant's castle, its gates as tall as the tallest trees in his village. Peering through a crack, Muop saw riches beyond imagination, piles of gold coins, sparkling jewels, and, most astonishing of all, a golden hen nestled on a velvet cushion, and beside it, a magical harp that sang with a voice as sweet as the dawn. But the giant was no gentle ruler. He paced the hall, grumbling, clutching the golden hen and the harp tightly, as though afraid they might vanish. Muop's heart ached for the hen, her feathers dull and eyes weary, and the harp, whose music trembled with longing for freedom. Steeling his nerves, Muop decided to act. When the giant left the hall to feast, Muop slipped inside. He greeted the hen with a gentle purr, promising to set her free. The harp, hearing his kind words, played a tune of hope, summoning a soft glow that filled Muop with courage. But just as he was about to lift the hen, the ground shook. The giant was returning. Thinking quickly, Muop leapt to the harp, and with a swift swipe of his paw, the harp began to play a lullaby, so soothing that the giant, standing in the doorway, yawned and slumped to the ground in a deep sleep. Seizing his chance, Muop gathered the golden hen and the harp, whispering reassurances. He dashed out of the castle, but the beanstalk was far, and the echoes of the giant's snores threatened to end at any moment. As he raced across the clouds, the hen flapped her wings, guiding the way, while the harp sang songs of swiftness and bravery. The path twisted and turned, but Muop, agile and determined, never faltered. Behind him, the giant awoke, roaring in anger, his footsteps pounding closer. At the edge of the Cloud Kingdom, Muop saw the beanstalk. With the hen on his back and the harp in his jaws, he began the descent, the giant's furious voice booming behind him. The journey down was even more perilous. Branches shook, winds howled, but Muop's resolve was unbreakable. At last, he landed safely in his village, the giant's shouts fading above the clouds. The golden hen laid eggs of fortune, bringing prosperity to the village, while the harp's music filled every home with joy and wonder. Muop, once just a dreaming cat, became a legend. He learned that true adventure required not only courage, but kindness and cleverness. And so, with his new friends and a heart full of dreams, Muop's adventures had only just begun. For a gentle, melodious, and royalty-free background, search for Kevin MacLeod, Gymnopedie number 1, or Kevin MacLeod Carefree, Isiaui, on YouTube. Both are calming, classical pieces free to use and perfect for a relaxing fairy tale narration.